What's going on? This is your boy SB. So we are talking about, should you work a warehouse job? Now, I know most of the people on this channel, we already work in a warehouse, but there's been a lot of people, especially with this recession that we're going in, people are trying to find other incomes. And believe it or not, a lot of people are looking into warehouse jobs and are trying to get more information about that. I've actually worked at a nice amount of different warehouses, different positions. So I'm going to talk about the worst warehouse job that I've had, the best warehouse, some of the things I like about working warehouse, some of the things I don't like about working warehouse. And if you work warehouse, you can drop that in the comment section for people to see as well, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to miss some things about what you like about warehouse and what you don't like about warehouse. So first off, warehouse jobs are no joke. I think that is the only industry, the warehouse industry is the only job that broke me. A warehouse job is the only job that got me to the point to where it says, you know what, like I was recalculating life, like, man, you know what, do I really need it? Like, do I really need to pay this bill? Do I really need a car? I mean, I really don't need a roof over my head. I got a few tents that I've been wanting to bring out the garage. And it was a warehouse job that got me to that point. Granted, this is a long time ago when I didn't have the mindset that I have now, but there was no other job that I've worked that got me to that point except the warehouse job. And no, it wasn't Amazon, so chill out. Some of the benefits of the warehouse job, that industry is a very easy industry to get into, entry level. You really don't need much more than like a driver's license. And I know people who had warehouse jobs that they didn't even have that. So if you're looking for quick money, you're looking just for something just to get in, a warehouse job is definitely easy to get into. You really don't need any required skills. All the warehouse jobs I've worked at, I've never really needed anything special. Way less qualifications. Maybe there was a few where, if anything, they checked to make sure you had your high school diploma. That was about it. And a lot of people do gravitate into that warehouse industry because of those reasons. And they usually start off above minimum wage. So that's like all the pros right there. But those are really like the only benefits. But those are some great benefits though. So some of the negative parts and negative things of working at a warehouse, I think one of the biggest things for me is you use your body way more than you use your mind. Honestly, Amazon was the only warehouse that I've worked at where I had to use my mind actually doing certain things. Most warehouse jobs are completely physical at that entry level, and it doesn't take any type of thought. I mean, when you're younger, that's great. I think that's why most of those positions are filled with younger people, because you're moving stuff, you're lifting stuff, or whether you're on a forklift all day, a lot of it can be physically taxing on your body. And yes, that's literally like at every warehouse job that I've worked. I'll name those. I've worked at a warehouse called Estes West. I basically drove a forklift there all day, unload, load, but on a forklift. I also worked at FedEx. Oh my gosh. FedEx was an absolute mess. I did not like it. The way people be talking about Amazon, that's how I felt about FedEx. Every day, I regretted it. Every day I tried to find a way to get out of going to work. Like, who does that? Who uses most of their day to try to find an excuse to get out of work? But then reality kicks in like, man, I gotta pay these bills have to be paid. That's why I be saying, y'all who be complaining about Amazon, y'all need to go to FedEx. Y'all need to go to these other companies. And I'm going to talk about the worst warehouse job that I've had, and that's the one that actually broke me. That one was called Vibe magazine. Yes, the big magazine back in the day that had all the stars on it, all the famous people. I thought I was bamboozled. I thought I was going there. I thought I was about to meet 50 Cent walking through the back, or Eminem walking somewhere like, yo, I'm about to toss one of these dudes my mixtape real quick, and that's gonna be my last day working there, and I'm gonna be on tour for the rest of the year. But that didn't happen at all. But at all the warehouse jobs I had, that was one thing that was always the same: physically taxing on your body. And out of the warehouse jobs, it's typically I don't think it's more than like 5 positions. At least that I've worked, it was only 3 positions that I've ever worked in a warehouse, excluding Amazon. It was usually unloading a trailer, loading a trailer, or doing forklift. And out of those 3, I can't lie, hands down, forklift was the business. Forklift, if you're doing a warehouse job and this forklift, very doable, very easy. You're basically just sitting down, or if you have one of those stand-up forklifts, whichever one, That's like the easiest type of warehouse job. The hardest position, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, loading and unloading, I didn't like either one of them. Both of them was not okay with me at all. I did this at Amazon as well, and I was like, yeah, get me up out of here. So if you plan on working in a warehouse and you're unloading or loading, get ready for a life change. It's going to change your life, but it could be in a good way, because on the plus side of that, you will lose weight. It's not worth it. But if you need the money, it can be worth it. And it does keep you in good shape. That's for real too. But another thing, when you in them trailers and it's summertime, I would be drenching with sweat. Like, it's no joke. Be careful if you're going to do that. Also, another thing that I did not like about working at warehouses is you get filthy. That's a fact. In every single warehouse job that I've had, you get filthy, except Amazon. I know y'all going to hold on before y'all start going crazy. Amazon warehouse, honestly, we're going to talk about that real quick. Amazon is the cleanest warehouse that I've worked at. Amazon is like a warehouse job that doesn't feel like a warehouse job. That's why I really be tripping on people. It's like, how do you complain so much about this? You obviously have never worked for these you've never worked for FedEx. You never worked for UPS. No, you haven't. Don't lie to me. And most of the time they haven't. Honestly, the easiest warehouse job that I've ever worked is Amazon. The cleanest warehouse job I've ever worked was Amazon. We used to be going to Amazon with fresh fits. I would leave concerts and go stow at Amazon all day and still be fresh. You think you finna go leave a concert and go to FedEx? Oh, man, your clothes about to be brown. You're gonna go in there with an all white fit. It's gonna come out looking like suede. Like the dust, the dirt. It's just not cool. You definitely about to be filthy every single day. But also on the flip side of that, when you work a warehouse job, if you're an introvert, you don't like dealing with people, because customer service, I did a lot of customer service jobs as well, and dealing with people can be a headache. It can be annoying. You may have a bad day and you still have to put on a smile and you still have to perform when you're dealing with people in the regular customer service type of job. At least with warehouse, you don't have to deal with that at all. I mean, a little bit, maybe if you're trying to get, not maybe. You got to do that if you're trying to get promoted a little bit. But if you're just going there just for a paycheck, you don't have to do that. You can literally go into a warehouse, do your job, not talk to nobody, and dip. That's really what's usually there, is people who just go there, really keep to themselves. They don't really talk much, do the job, and go home. So listen, this is what you have to remember. Warehouse jobs are not for everyone. Not even Amazon. So many people go to Amazon thinking it's Amazon.com on the website with all the smiles and the family holding like a box. That ain't it. You feel me? That's not there at Amazon warehouse. You don't find that there. And all warehouse jobs are physically demanding. And it's really just the level on how demanding it is that changes. It may not be for you. Honestly, the easiest warehouse job to me, and I've worked plenty of warehouse jobs, is Amazon. So if you're scared of Amazon, or if you think Amazon is too much work, you probably won't even last too long at most other warehouse jobs. It's probably something out there that I don't know. Like, I haven't worked at Walmart warehouse before, nor Costco. I heard Costco was good though. I heard they pay good. Heard they got some dope benefits, but I still heard it was work. I heard some stories about Walmart, and from what people have said, I've heard that was the worst. But everybody's going to have their own opinion. But in my opinion, working plenty of warehouse jobs, Amazon's the easiest, hands down. But even then, I've seen so many people not even able to handle an Amazon warehouse. Amazon warehouse is like the McDonald's. It's the commercial of warehouse. So if you can't handle Amazon, then you can't really handle other warehouse jobs, in my opinion. Unless there's some out there that I haven't worked at, which you can drop in the comment section and let us know about. So my opinion, should you work at a warehouse if you're looking into this? How bad you need the money? I'm just saying, you feel me? How bad do you need money? If you need money, like, hey, I need some money, or it may just be, it may get bad. It may get unattractive. Go ahead and go to the warehouse, stick it out, fight the good fight. Let's go, team. But if you're not like stressed for cash, if you don't need to go into a warehouse job, I would always try to encourage you to do something else, because you are putting miles on your body at every warehouse job I've worked at. try to get into an office job. But office jobs ain't for everybody. Like, I work in an office. I don't like it. But good thing I get to work from home. If I had to stay in the office, I would leave. Just being honest. Because I don't really like the office space. So some people just don't like the office space. Try to go into something else. Look, do your research. But going straight into warehouse, just know you will be putting miles on your body. And that's another thing with the warehouse jobs. I can't even count how many injuries I have seen people get at warehouse jobs. How many injuries I've seen in my history of different warehouses is like, I can't even count it. So that's another risk that you're taking going into a warehouse job. You could get injured. I've seen backs get injured. I've heard of knees getting injured, people twisting their ankles, people, they're like starting, not arthritis, but they get certain things in their fingers. All different type of things that affect your body. Actually, I should have said that earlier. That's a big thing in the warehouse. Injuries, working a warehouse job. Really calculate that if you're trying to work a warehouse job. That's a big thing. So just a quick rundown of some of the jobs that I've had and my opinion of them, my thoughts of them, my quick little overview of them. FedEx was honestly wild. Especially when it came to the workers that don't care. It's like you had two type of workers. It's like you have the workers that care and they care about their jobs. Then you have the workers that don't care. They don't care nothing about their jobs. I'm talking about we in the trailer sweating and all that stuff. We'll build a box. Like, I've learned so much stuff in there. It's like, yo, why do you do this? We would build the wall because you got to build walls. You got to stack the boxes and build the wall to the top of the trailer. Not all the way to the top, but kind of high. But it's a space between that top box and to the very height. And what some of these people used to do, these folks was wild. They'll build that wall up and they'll do they make that wall look perfect. They make it look amazing, right? And then once it gets halfway up, they will get like all the other boxes and launch them over the wall. I'm talking about fragile things, stuff that you ain't supposed to be launching. They just, boom, the whole trailer shaking. And I'm sitting there like, yo, y'all wild. They're like, oh man, just go ahead and toss it over. I'm like, no, I don't know if this is undercover boss. I need my job. But anyways, FedEx had some wild people in there. The theft in there was crazy. People were stealing all type of stuff. FedEx was wild, but they paid more than minimum wage. Like I said, Estes West was fire. That was like a little go-kart. It felt like I was at a go-kart park all day because it was just like a big warehouse. Everybody's on the go-kart. That's all everybody did. So you just really smashing around all day. They had the radio blasting. So you really just sitting there, you just cruising all day. Then you got the old timers who really, that's all they do. They pose every day. They pose on ever change on how they be on that forklift. Estes West was super dope. I can't even lie. If there's an Estes West around you and you're looking for a warehouse job, definitely go with them. Now, the worst warehouse job I ever worked was a warehouse called Vibe Magazine. I was talking about it a little bit earlier. That was the worst. They didn't give me little to zero training. And you think Amazon, people who work at Amazon and people who've worked at Walmart, this place was just on a whole nother level because you stand on the line. And if you don't get your stuff off the line, stuff will pile up and it just starts dropping all over the place. And the line is not just a line with one side. You got a line with two sides. So everybody watching you. I was sitting there, my stuff just started, it's making all type of sounds that magazines ain't even posted. Like, how is this so loud? You feel me? Like, what's going on here? And then you got the people giggling, and it's older people, older women, they like just laughing and, smiling. So I'm trying to play it off cool, like, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Stealing magazines, I know. Magazines fall all on my head. Worst job ever. If you ever hear, I don't even know if that place is still open. I hope not. If you ever hear about that place, don't ever work there. Terrible warehouse to work at. Unless you need the check, unless you need the money, handle your business. But after you get that, get out. And the best warehouse job, come on now, why y'all even asking me that? You already know what it is. Amazon, to me, is the best warehouse in all areas. Yes, when it comes to safety. Yes, when it comes to workload. Yes, when it comes to cleanliness. Like, I have never seen a warehouse as clean as Amazon. That's a fact. FedEx, UPS, Estes West, all those places were super dirty, super stuff all over the place. Just hazards. Like, why? What is this hazard waste in the middle of the walkway? You feel me? With a lick me sign next to it. Working at these warehouses is wild and they're very unsafe. I can't lie. My opinion and my experience at different warehouses, Amazon low key has been the best in all areas. I can't really name one where it wasn't. Actually, I can. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I think Amazon was the warehouse where management is on you more than any other warehouse that I've worked. Even at FedEx, I'm talking about people was throwing, like, I don't even remember any manager being there. Like, once they put you in that trailer, it's like you're literally there by yourself. I think they said just complete a trailer or whatnot. You're like barely checked on, at least when I was working there. Even Vibe magazine, when all that stuff was going on, I couldn't find a manager. I'm like, yo, where's the authority in this place? This thing about to break, bury me, probably a fire hazard. Where is anybody at? Couldn't find nobody. So I think that's the only thing with Amazon. I've only had one manager that really kind of micromanaged, but I've seen others micromanage others. And I've heard that from employees a lot. Like I said, this is just my opinion, and it's not at every Amazon. It's not at every building. But I have heard that more than I've heard at any other warehouse. But like I said, that could just be my experience. But anyways, man, this is your boy SB. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Be sure to hit the notification bell. Yes, I'm an artist. This song's called Whoa. It's off my new project called Motivated. That's in the not the comment section, in the description area. Be sure to go stream it and check it out. And when you check it out, be sure to turn it up loud. Other than that, man, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Let's go.
Look, they say I couldn't do it, but I did. Turn stacks to a crib. Yeah, going up, going in. Let them sleep, bedtime, tuck them in.